Hey, peace and black power, everybody. I want to welcome you to another NCRBGZ Productions. Like always, I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. Today we got a nice show set up for the family. We're gonna talk about some hot topics, and with that, give us a thumb up, like the video, share the video, let your friends know that we live. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pass it over to Ned Unk and let him handle the show from there.
All right, keep your eyes on the people coming in. Peace, family. Hope all y'all having a good week. It's Neb Unk. I'm Ray, and we're here to discuss a few things. We're gonna take much of your time tonight. I'll pass the mic to Brother Leonard.
Peace and blessings, family. This is Leonard Walker, your brother out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Like I said, we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm driving and doing some things, so I might drop out from time to time, but know that I'm on and listening. Back to you, Brother Ned.
You got Brother Xavier. Xavier, you want to introduce yourself?
Peace and black power, everybody. I'm Xavier, you know what I'm saying? I'm a brother out of Memphis. Just here to see just trying to see what's going on. What's the conversation,
Continuing on and seeing some rainfall. There's not going to be an all-day rainfall any of these days, but we are going to see some mainly afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms coming on.
Yeah.
Out there tonight.
We got Brother Chavis in the house. Chavis, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, man, I'm just getting in, man. Yeah, name Chavis Hayes, and I'm here basically to listen today because I ain't really been keeping up with this whole. I seen that little video with the doctor, but I ain't really been keeping up with it. So I'm all ears today.
All right. I'm here to listen. I don't know it all neither, but there's current events, hot topics going on between her, the UFO sighting, this NFC guy named Grandmaster J, and this pedophile mess is the hot topic this week. First, I want to start talking about Dr. Stella. I'm just going to get off my chest. This woman's a spiritualist. She's similar to Dr. Seven, whether you hate him or love him. A lot of people in the community don't mess with her because Donald Trump put a stamp on her. She claimed that she's for the people. She don't want to see American people die. Versus Dr. Fauci, who wants to give you mandatory vaccines to everybody against your constitution. But Melinda Gates and all them want to try. They want to give it to black people first. For what I see, I have no problem with Dr. Stella. I don't know much about her, but maybe y'all do, or Brother Leonard. But I think that she has a point. And being that Trump is so hated by the black community and everybody else, all he did was retweet her, and he got blocked off Twitter. She believe in demon DNA. She believe in certain things that's kind of what certain people call witchcraft. Spiritualists, whatever most people would call. Brother Leonard, anybody want to speak on that? On Dr. Stella? What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I watched the interview, and like I said, I'm still kind of leery and skeptical. Excuse me, about vaccines being made this quickly, because from what I understand is the drug that they're using. I've heard that this was a drug used. They treated malaria. And it's also a drug they use to treat lupus. Now, anybody knows anything about malaria? Malaria is a virus that operates that feeds off the oxygen in your blood. Being that a lot of black people, such as myself, I'm what you call, I have sickle cell trait, right? That means I don't have sickle cell itself, but I have the trait, meaning that my blood is oxygen deficient. I cannot catch malaria. All right. So some people can, right? And this is nature's way of, I guess, creating a defense system for that. So, you know, not knowing a whole lot about the COVID virus or what kills it or what, you know, understanding viruses and things, you know, a virus, what thing that makes you sick about a virus in your body is that a virus gets in your body and what it wants to do is replicate and reproduce. And it just does it. It overwhelms the body so much the body pumps out antibodies and white blood cells, and it tries to keep up to kill it. It's like when you get sick. When you get the flu, right, you'll start feeling bad, and then all of a sudden you get a fever. Once that fever breaks, you're on the downside of it. So, you know, coronavirus is you know, like obviously it's affecting other things. So, you know, it's just yet to be seen. The sister, like I said, she makes points. You know, obviously they went and dug into her background, and they brought up some stuff, you know, to kind of, you know, assassinate her character a little bit, you know, which is kind of odd. So, you know, that's putting people at odds. But like I said, to me, it's all yet to be seen because, you know, understanding how viruses work and that sort of thing, you know, taking some drugs that, you know, you don't know about or that your body doesn't need. You don't know what the side effects are. And we see that with these drugs out here that you see on these commercials. So, like I said, that's my piece on that.
I feel like I'm not gonna hold nobody. I mean, I'm not long with it like that, but it seems sound good to be blocking somebody. Whether you hate Trump or not Trump, to block them off, you know, it's just crazy. It's supposed to be freedom of speech in this country. If Obama would have shared the doctor, if they blocked him, it would have been a race war going on. They did it to him. My thing is, now, not taking sides or nothing, not taking Democratic sides or nothing, but through history, we know that the Tuskegee experiment, they also used the black women to affect black men, hundreds and thousands of black men in Georgia with the syphilis. So I'm just saying everybody still need to be aware. But I'm not knocking her style and what her beliefs is. But for what she's saying, for what I really stand on, she's saying she don't believe in mandatory vaccination. And I like that. You know, because Dr. Fauci is not our friend. Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, and all of them are not our friends. So it's almost like a damn near catch-22, I guess. And should we trust this woman, or should we not trust this woman? I think we just need to keep our eyes on it. Anybody else want to chime in on it? Xavier, anybody else want to chime in on it? Chavis?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say right now. I'm just listening.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, the only thing. I mean, look, I don't know. Shit, I look at it like the whole experimentation shit, like you said with Tuskegee on experimentation. So people do still need to be aware of vaccines and stuff. I'm not a person that's a anti-vaxxer, or I'm not pro-vaxxer. I'm more like whatever you have to work at the period of time, at the period of time, go with that. And we just in a situation where I guess, man, people just probably need to read more and figure out what the hell we got to do next, because that hydrochloroquine, I think, or something like that. People have been talking about it for a while, and the only people I really been seeing promoting it is Trump. I ain't really heard about any other doctors really promoting it until she came out and said something about it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it works for certain people because you still got to look at it. Everybody's genetics is different. Some medications work for certain people. Some medications don't. So I don't know.
I can feel you. I tell people just need to go and keep researching, studying, because I'm not for or against. I need to do more research and let time reveal itself. Like I said, to tell people keep in mind the Tuskegee thing, but don't be trusting Dr. Fauci. Even people are just in their emotions too much, man. That's the thing about it. People in their daggone emotions too much, man. They let the emotions outpower their logic. And just because the sister believe in certain things that Hell, she from Nigeria, you know, so she's gonna have some spiritual views, man. You know, even though she's labeled a Christian, she still has some views, you know what I mean? But I stand on that we shouldn't be forced to have it. That's what I stand on. Anybody else got anything to say about that? Closing remarks?
Let me just add this in there. But like the whole force thing, that's a whole crazy situation because it's like, let's say if you have an outbreak, you know, like Ebola or something like that, and it's real deadly. But some people don't want to get the vaccine, but vaccines and say they have a vaccine that is proven to, you know, help you not catch it, or if you do catch it, it's not as the mortality rate is not as high if you do get the vaccine. Do you still allow people to have that choice of not getting vaccinated, knowing that if they don't get vaccinated, they put more people in harm that's not vaccinated? Or do you don't trample over people's rights and allow them just to, hey, if they don't want to get vaccinated, they don't want to get vaccinated. But at the same time, you got to understand that the more people that's not vaccinated, the more people that's likely to catch the virus. So it's like it's a sticky situation.
Sure.
I don't feel that. Well, I don't feel that this virus is that serious to be able to be trampling over people's rights, because most of the people that has passed from it is people with preconditions and elderly people. And not trying to say them people don't matter, but what it shows is that the younger population and the healthier people, it really don't do anything to them. So it's mainly really the people that's already in a precondition. So like, I mean, maybe you could do a whole situation where you say, all right, if you got preconditions in the saddle like that, you stay in the house until we get, you know what I'm saying, the situation under control or something like that. But yes, it's a real, you know, it's just not an easy case where you can just say, oh yeah, this is what it is, and you just got to go with this, because we just find ourselves in that type of conundrum right now. That's all I got to say about it.
I agree with you, man. It seemed like they were talking about back then, back in March and February, when they get hotter. It's been hot as a mother out here, and it ain't went down yet. So I don't understand it, man. But people need I'm not against masks at all. Do what you got to do and stay clean, stay safe, whatever. I'm not against that. I'm not talking all crazy and nothing, but that mask ain't really gonna save you, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? We just keep our hands washed, and you know, I'm not a doctor. I can't really speak too much on this, but I think everybody need to get the feelings about Dr. Stella. This called Trump retweeted her. It ain't right to take that man, to ban that man off the internet, off Twitter. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I'm not a Trump supporter or nothing, but that's ridiculous. If they did it to Obama, you'd be calling racism. People be all in their feelings, man, because the man, you know, had black skin, you know. Any closing remarks, brother Leonard?
Yeah, let me just say this. Right now, we just have to be safe. You know, wear your mask. You know, wash your hands. You know, don't go around. You know, just hey, the beach, the amusement park, the movie theater, all these places ain't going nowhere. They'll be there next summer, next spring. You know, I know everybody gets cabin fever, but you know, like I said, it's you know, the biggest thing about this virus is the fear, right? It's, you know, some people are asymptomatic, kind of like the mayor of Atlanta. She was asymptomatic, but some people it hits hard, like her husband. You know, it brought him down, so you just don't know, right? So, you know, the best thing is we could, you know, can kind of, you know, go back and forth. We already know that, you know, that there's a war going on between Trump and well, you know, Trump and Trump supporters. You know, it's a right and a left thing, right?
Right.
You know, I don't know what side you on, but all I know is that I'm not trying to catch no viruses. So like, is, you know, if I gotta, and that, think about it like this: that those blue masks, that's what they wear to surgery. That is a surgical mask. So, hey, you know, if it's good enough for, you know, when they opening up bodies, all right, that's, you know, a lot of, oh, that's don't work. Well, wait a minute, hold on. If it don't work, then, you know, you got people, you know, when you go to surgery, that's what the doctors wear. They opening bodies up and all of this kind of stuff. So you could be getting those germs, but you don't get them. So, like I said, just, you know, I know some things are placebo because it's all about, you know, mentally. Do I feel safe? Mentally, you know, it's kind of like, you know, when you had the stuff going on with, you know, Desert Storm and all of that, people was putting tape around their windows. So if you get a chemical attack, you know, put tape around your windows so that that's not going to work, right? But it made people feel safer. So it's that kind of, it's the same type of situation, you know, so you don't cause mass panic. But, you know, I'm here to tell you, I've not caught nothing yet. I'm out here trying to be safe as possible, but I'm not paranoid. See, so, you know, that's my thing is people just stay safe. You know, don't try to test, you know, these theories. You got these people out here, oh, I refuse to wear a mask. Next thing you know, they're in the hospital choking and can't breathe. So, you know, so yeah, just, you know, I mean, this is where we are. As far as vaccinations go, I got an ugly scar. You know, if you of my age and my generation, I had that ugly scar on my shoulder where I had measles, mumps, rubella, polio, all of them shots, you know. So we've been getting vaccinated. Matter of fact, if you got children, they can't go to school without a shot record. So it just is what it is, you know. I mean, they create a vaccine for this. You know, it's you know, when that time comes, we'll see what happens. It's you know, still, you know, it's gonna take a while for you know, people can say, oh yeah, they can just create some. It doesn't work like that. They got to gather antibodies and isolate and do a bunch of different stuff and run tests and all that. So, you know, I mean, it just takes a while. But in the meantime, stay safe. Don't catch no viruses. And just be prepared to live life when life comes back. It'll be back. And that's my piece.
And I almost say, for closing mark, wear your mask around people and wash your hands and stay away from the beaches, y'all. Wait till another. Like you said, like brother says, the beach is gonna be here. You know, things gonna be here. Ain't, you know, come on now. People that bite their fingernails a lot. Stop biting your fingernails. It's a bad habit. I used to bite my fingernails when I was younger. It's a bad habit. And trust me, I bet you a lot of people is biting their damn fingernails and getting sick. So we just gotta be more careful and safer, 6 feet distant. Not, you know, trying to. I know people will say, "Hey, man, you on the liberal side, man. You crazy, man. You going along with your sheep, man." No, not being a sheep, about being smart. And that's all I gotta say about that. Anybody got anything to say about that? Or we can move on to the next subject. How's the numbers in Memphis, Xavier? Coronavirus. Xavier. All right, move on to the next subject. All right, next subject topic is Master
My
J.
bad, brother. I was talking to my brother.
Okay. I was asking, how was the coronavirus over there in Memphis? Is it up or low?
You said how was the what?
Coronavirus, the numbers. People catching it at a high rate, or is it kind of low?
You know, the coronavirus is everywhere. Let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the numbers is outrageous everywhere. You know what I mean? But hell, one of my homeboys got a call saying he was positive and he never even took a test. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Okay. Next subject is Master J. Cut your The mic off, brother. All right, thank you. Next subject, we're talking about Master J, Grandmaster J. A whole lot of things that came out about this brother, the leader of the NFAC. A lot of little sketchy things. I heard through different sources. Y'all, have y'all heard anything about Grandmaster J? Anybody want to talk about him?
Alrighty. Grandmaster J. I've seen interviews and different things, and he's coming with the same demands that the Black Panthers, you know, what we've been demanding, except he has an army of brothers and sisters walking down the street with ARs, assault rifles, M14s, M16s, that sort of thing. Here's my thing. I think that's beautiful, you know, brothers and sisters arming themselves. You know, I'm a proponent of the Second Amendment, right? It is our right. You know, if they could do it, we could do it, right? Matter of fact, we're supposed to do it, right?
Right.
So that's a beautiful thing. What I'm kind of sketchy about, here's what looked bad, right? Is, you know, they go to Louisville, Kentucky, and, you know, I'm whether y'all know that I'm former military, I'm actually a war veteran, right? I actually had to carry 210 rounds of 5.56 ball, right, for my M16 around with me for months, okay, everywhere I went. So I know the importance of that, right? For people to have gotten shot, that looks bad on your first. You know, when you're trying to, because what it is it's, you know, a show of strength, a rally, right? That looks bad. You know, it happens. Okay, it's 100-some degrees, 100 degrees out there. You're dressed in all black, right? You know, that sort of thing. You got to make sure people hydrate. Anybody that's been in the military, has been in a post in the South, like Fort Bragg or Fort Campbell, knows that it gets, you know, upwards to 100 degrees in July and August. In these posts, and that seems like when they like to have what they call a change of command, a post change of command. So our major used to tell us, hey, he used to tell us all the time, say, make sure you stay hydrated, make sure you you know, don't go out drinking the night before. So, you know, don't know the situation. They said it was cleaning the weapon and it went off. Like I said, that don't look too good at all. Hold on. That don't look too good at all. So like I said, is that's, you know, that part of it. You know, him himself, you know, it looks real sketchy. Like I said, it's kind of sketchy looking as far as, you know, the organization, you know, you coming out making these demands. I think here's the thing is a lot could be done with this momentum those brothers and sisters have within our community. All right. You know, yeah, okay, you show up, you know, in the community, you know, because my thing is, okay, they went to Louisville, Kentucky, and the question I'm asking, are you creating chapters? Right? That's, you know, the sign that I want to see. I want to see chapters being created. Are you creating chapters? Are you, you know, is every city you go to, you know, all of a sudden, you know what I mean, are we trying to say, listen, you know, let's not spend our money on this. Let's go ahead and get a weapon, right? You know, instead of buying them J's, instead of buying, you know, Air Force Ones, or whatever, put your money together and get you an AR-15 or, you know, whatever. See, so that I want to see more of that out of them guys. And like I said, it's you know, it just with that whole incident with, you know, people getting shot, all that kind of stuff, that just really, really looked bad on you know, that part of it. So
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and expound, brother.
Brother Chavis, you hear anything about it? You want to chime in on it?
Nah, I just seen like a post, but I ain't really reading to it. So, I've been all day today. I've been helping my brother work on his stuff, and all this week I've been working on these damn stores. So I ain't really been looking into a lot of this stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna go and say my closing remarks on it then. I feel like it's a great idea, like brother Leonard said. We need to be strapped up for our protection of our family. That's our second, that's our human right to protect ourselves. Not to go out here bullying people and robbing people. But I feel like before we just join organizations, or so-called organizations and groups, we need to do our research on who the leader out here. Tariq Nasheed, and I've seen some videos by other brothers out here and sisters showing this guy talking about all lives matter, talking down on black people. And I know we all know by now, we should know by now, Black Lives Matter as an organization is not for us. But I'm talking about, but every time a black person do something, they label us Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Everything, yeah. So it's not fair. If I go out there and me and the brothers, RBG brothers go out there, it's Black Lives Matter. So they want to paint us with the wide brush, Black Lives Matter. But this brother, Grandmaster Jay, was talking down on that and using the all lives, you know, like that kind of soft shooting a little bit, cooning a little bit. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, now you NFC, you ain't fucking around. So it's kind of strange. You go from that kind of Charles Barkley until Khalid Muhammad, just like that, instead of a finger, you know. But I'm all for everybody getting chapters and everybody getting strapped up. But I just tell people do the research on who they follow. You know, the idea of it, I have no problem with it. You know, it is what it is. And they said that Grandmaster Jay, he was claiming that he was a legendary DJ from back in the early 80s. Grandmaster's flash on the guys, don't know him. They claim, they said, who is that dude? You know, so a whole lot of stuff going on with that guy. You know, and if else got to say about it, we can move on to that subject.
Just right quick, my sources in Louisville, Kentucky. One of the things they talked about is how the Black Lives Matters movement in Kentucky distanced themselves from the NFAC. It was not a united coalition going up there because, you know, they went, you know, they spoke about, you know, justice for Breonna. So it was not a united thing there. They distanced themselves. That also looked kind of bad as well. So yeah, it's you know, it's some stuff that kind of is making people kind of look with the side eye a little bit. So you know, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I just tell people to be more studious on what, you know what I mean, they join. Because everybody, you got a lot of agents out here. The government sent out here, and they sound good, they talk good, but they really infiltrators, you know. The guy who gave Malcolm X breath to breath when he got shot, that was an infiltrator, Eugene something, you know. And then he went to the Black Panther Party and destroyed that too. So we got, you know, we just gotta watch that stuff. I'm not saying don't join anything. You're a grown person, you know. But just be careful because you know everybody you've been getting played for years. Everybody want to talk like Garvey. Everybody want to talk like Malcolm. Everybody want to talk like Khaled. But the whole time they're a damn agent. And we just gotta be careful of that. But I'm all for the idea of militia protecting the communities and everything. And when black people kill black people, the militia need to be there too. Not just for white supremacy, but for these idiots in the streets, we need to be marching for that too. That's just being fair. This is my opinion. Okay, we can move on to the next subject if you want to. The pedophile thing. This pedophile thing, you know, you know, I heard Tom Hanks moved to Greece, and we heard about Greece calling pedophilia a disability. But we shouldn't be surprised with that because Greece is the home of this stuff, you know. It's a home. It's known for this stuff. And I'm talking ancient Greece. You see statues of little boys messing with men. You know, nothing secret about it. So I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna just say about that. Keep an eye on your children. You know, because this stuff is getting real, and I believe it's gonna be legal in the United States in another 5 years or less. It's gonna be normal to see a little boy with a grown tail man, and they're gonna pick it back off the LGBT community, the transgender community. But quiet as kept, there's a group in Oregon called NAMBLA, NAMBLA, National North American Men Boys Lovers Association. That's a real chapter of pedophiles, organization, so-called organization of pedophiles, and they're really piggybacking off the LGBT, the high ups, the Black Lives Matter. They all in the same damn thing, man. You know, and that's the Black Lives Matter is a Marxist group. As far as the organization, it's Marxism. It ain't for blacks, it's for gays. You know, and you can look it up, go on and Google that. They're for trans people. Anybody want to talk about that?
Right quick, brother, I had to get some gas. What's the next subject? Hello, we still there?
Yeah, we were talking about the Black Lives Matter, LGBT, the organization, how all that goes together, pedophiles, NAMBLA, quiet as kept, they all working in, they're all the same game, basically. I know it's unpopular to say it, but it's real. But all people got to do is do their research, and they can see it.
Right. Yeah. You know, like I say, you're going to, here's my thing, all right? You know, whether you like black or gay people or not, you know, any of that kind of stuff, that thing, you know, I'm not going to voice an opinion on that. But what two grown people do is what two grown people do. But when you start involving children, now we got a problem. So that's where, you know, I draw the line. You know, like I said, you know, they got these kids out here, you know, with pederasty and pedophilia, you know, trying to make this, you know, acceptable and normal and all of this kind of stuff. That's, you know, what an adult does is one thing, what a child does is something completely different. So, you know, and then how these people are letting this kind of stuff happen is kind of crazy.
I said it's gonna be normal in 5 years to see a grown child, 50-year-old man with a little 12-year-old boy. They're gonna pick it back off the LGBT community. I know a lot of gay people say they're not for it. They're not for pedophilia. But I'm talking about the organization, the high up, it's clicked in together. And they're gonna start using, well, I was born that way. I was born that way. I'm an outstanding citizen. I do this for the community. I do charity. See, they're having TED Talks. These TED Talks, they going to different liberal universities and promoting this mess, you know what I mean? And people falling for it, man. And it's going to be legalized because you already got consent already. And they call it, well, this man was born this way. It's like they did the gay stuff. He was born that way. They're going to pick it back off the same banner to do this stuff, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, my thing is you got to prove that. You know, I mean, that's to me that's as insane as it gets. Okay, so what you basically are saying is, you know, okay, we just gonna justify insanity even more. But the thing is we're gonna take advantage of the most vulnerable citizens within a society, which are children. Okay, we're gonna take advantage of them. We're gonna do how we want to do, and you know, I mean, we've seen stuff. Oh, well, a child knows, and a child, you know, it's already proven scientifically that a child's brain is not developed enough to critically think or to, you know, make that type of a decision, a conscious decision, and be cognizant of what decision they're making, right? but yet
Right.
still you got, people trying to say, oh yeah, they, there's nothing wrong. These children know. So, okay, so it'll apply with that, but it won't apply with other stuff. See, so, you can't have it both ways, right? But my thing is this, is deep down in your soul, right, as a person, that's wrong. You know it is, all right? Even they know it is, right? So, but that's the whole thing, is they're trying to, justify, okay, well, I was like I said, I'm born this way. There's nothing wrong with it. And, no, there is something wrong with it. You know in your soul that there's something wrong with that. See, and that's just a human reaction. So if you have this type of, and I'm gonna call it a disease, then you got to treat it as such. And that's the thing, is some people like, okay, I don't want to acknowledge this as a disease or an affliction, but that's what it is, right? And if you're not treating it like that, you're not gonna get no sympathy. What you're trying to do is feed into it. So, not like I said, what two grown people do, is what two grown people do. What an adult and a child does, that's unacceptable. So,
Right.
I'll never,
Right.
agree with any of that.
That's real.
That's my piece on that one. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's real out here. It's not getting coverage. This pedophile ring is not getting coverage on mainstream media. Every time you turn around, Trump this, Trump that, married Trump, talking about Trump. I get it, okay? But I'm not a Republican. A lot of people say, well, dude, you sound like a conservative, whatever. I got some conservative views, yeah.
And what those pedophiles what that was from?
Man, they from everywhere, man. But
I'm saying, like, you were saying something like, what was it? You had posted something on Facebook earlier. And I was responding to it.
Hillary got to go to court next month. Nobody talking about that.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. See, people ain't talking about this stuff, man. It's not on CNN. It's not on Fox. We all know by now. It's all ran by the same people. We ain't got to call them names, okay? We all know what time it is. All this stuff is ran by Viacom. And we all know what time it is with Viacom. But, they're not putting it out. It's always Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. They're banging on Trump every damn day. Trump. A man puts him on Twitter. You cancel him. Come on now, you know what I mean? It's not defending the man like that, but it's crazy.
So they cancel Trump. They cancel Trump.
Twitter. Right.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you be talking about that woman who's locked up. What's her name? Epstein girlfriend or something. She about to spill the damn beans. They ain't talking nothing about her. See, one thing, if this pedophile mess come in and play, as far as legal, it's already been here, but for years. But if it comes legalized, listen, people, I know it's hard to believe, but it's gonna be your beloved Democrat Party who usher in with a few Republicans that goes, it's having messing with kids too. But it's gonna be ushered in by the Democratic Party, just like they did the LGBT and the transsexuals and all that other stuff. So I tell people, Democratic Party is not the answer either. I know you hate Trump. I know you're in your feelings, but it don't matter who the president is anyway. Because the president is controlled anyway. He's just a puppet, and all presidents are puppets. But Donald Trump is a damn wild card, and he's a businessman. He's not part of that establishment. That's why. That's one of the reasons I believe they so hard on Trump, because he's not part of that Bush Clinton, that the posse, the team. But y'all need to keep an eye on that case. Because somebody said she committed suicide, or you know how that go. We gotta watch these people, man. But a lot of things going on, and we don't even know about it. We talking about things that don't even really. It's not the big picture, you know what I mean? We're not addressing the elephant in the room. Anybody got any closing statements? Chavis, anybody?
Nah, I ain't got nothing on that. I don't like that whole thing with Hillary Clinton. I've been hearing people talk about it, but I ain't really been able to put my finger on it. I've been hearing people talk about Hillary Clinton and what's that other damn talk show lady name? The gay lady,
Ellen.
the white lady. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah and all of them. And I'm like, man, I don't know if people just making up stuff or not. And I heard about this Pizzagate thing, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I just really I try to stay away from conspiracy theories. If it ain't got like no hardcore evidence on it, I don't even try to waste my time in it. But I be hearing a lot of people talk about that type of stuff though.
Hollywood is weird, man.
Yeah.
Hollywood is weird. I mean, there's something to it. I ain't gonna say everything they're saying is real, but there's something to it. Something's going on, and it's revealing itself. But it's not on mainstream media, of course. You turn on CNN and all the other places, you hear about Trump. Okay, that's all you hear about. It's Trump. Bashing Trump, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Biden have no plan for nobody. Just get Trump out of office. That's it. What's the plan? That's the problem. And Biden has said some racist stuff, just like people think Trump have. You know what I mean? So how is he gonna be the so-called hero, that Democratic hero?
And the girl came out against Biden earlier this year about a sexual assault situation with him. About some shit that happened with them a long time ago, but they just swept that shit under the rug. They were like, oh, no, let's just keep that shit on the low real quick. Fuck that. We need to get this motherfucker out of office.
Right.
I was like, bro, if that was Trump that shit would have came out with, they would have been running that bitch on the news all day.
If Trump sneezes wrong, he's all over that. And I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm just saying, I'm just looking at things from a neutral standpoint.
Yeah.
Biden can't do no wrong. Biden out here messing with little girls' hair. How old are you? And all this kind of crazy shit. You know what I mean? I like children in my lap. Nobody says nothing. That's how the media is playing the masses, man. And it's crazy. People can't think on their own, can't use their own damn brain. They got to turn to CNN or Fox News for them to tell them what they think.
Yep.
But the message is real. And I need to tell you, people need to stay close to their children, close to them if possible. Talk to them, ask them questions, and don't, talk to them, make them feel comfortable. Don't make them feel uncomfortable, because if they feel uncomfortable, they're gonna tell you nothing. Oh damn, mom and daddy gonna go down my throat. They're gonna jump down my throat. No, make them feel comfortable. Any closing remarks, Leonard? Anybody?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I mean, it's all a distraction game. And that's the thing you always ask. While I'm paying attention to this, what are they doing in the background? What's going on? What type of bills are being passed? We don't know about. Trump is an easy target. Obama, some other people, they were like Teflon. Trump is like Velcro. You can throw stuff at Trump and it's gonna stick, right? Oh, yeah. You had a Teflon Don. Trump is the Velcro Don. So, and you're right. If you want to be fair about things, be fair. And then, like you said, is wait a minute. Some of these people is the bad guy too, right?
Right.
Some of these people ain't all the way right also. So yeah. But I mean, like I said, we just have to let this stuff play out. As far as, we talk about this on Monday, about, financially, how is any of this going to affect you? If Trump gets reelected, my question is how is that going to affect my money, right? If Biden gets elected, how is that going to affect my money? And what do I need to do to try to prepare for that or prepare for another, whatever? Or how is this coronavirus, all of this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's like you said, it's the thing is now is what makes it unprecedented is that we can actually, if they're not even trying to hide stuff no more, right? They'll just, just kill up some people and just be like, and just say, oh, well, that was just a coincidence, or this is this, or this is that. They ain't even trying to hide it no more. They just, just straight up, oh yeah, we're gonna take them out, or we're gonna have the assassin, or we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And everybody knows it's almost insulting to your intelligence. Say, come on now, we know what the deal is with this, but they just do it anyway, and say, okay, we'll do it, and just say this, and then just keep it moving. So, like I said, that's kind of how you have to do when you're not a Teflon Don, but when you're a Velcro Don. So that's all I got to say about that, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, people just need to use their own brains and think for themselves. Stop going by Don Lemon and Sean Hannity, all these, channels, man. Al Sharpton, Roland Martin. Think for yourself. These guys getting paid by their, all this stuff getting ran by Viacom. And they're putting you against each other, to fight each other, Republican, Democrat, and everything. And we all gonna get destroyed by the machine because over stupidity, basically. The small stuff. We're not seeing the big picture. Okay, we're going to the next subject. Y'all heard about the Pentagon admitting that the about a UFO sighting?
Yeah, I think I heard about that. That happened a while ago, right? When I think the military came out and said they had released a lot of documents about seeing certain things and stuff like that. I think that happened like as soon as the coronavirus ain't started piping up, like probably around like April, I think. Something like that.
Me personally, I really believe that there is life outside this planet. Extraterrestrials doesn't mean anything outside of Earth. That's all it means. People get spooked out with this stuff. Even in ancient times in America, they wrote it on the caves, they wrote it on the walls. You see something, they're talking about outside beings, whatever. So me personally, I've seen some strange things, and I won't high or drunk. I don't get high. I ain't been high in years, and I ain't been drunk in years. And I've seen things, it's weird. I don't know what's government made, or it's actually official. That's something going on, I seen it while I was driving. I seen it in the shipyard, North Yard, man. Me and the brother was in North Yard, the shipyard. He pissed on himself, man. He had to go home. This is real. You know what I mean? This is real.
Mm-hmm.
Right outside, off the top of the James River Bridge, man. And he like, damn. And it's funny because we were just talking about it the day before. Talking about extraterrestrial stuff. Kind of, woke brother. First he was laughing about the situation. Then when he saw it, he pissed on himself. Yeah, so I had my situation with it and everything. Of course, they had World War II. They had the government was trying to hide things that the people that flew the airplane saw when they were fighting Japan and Germany. They saw some crazy things back then. Germany got it. Talk a minute. So that's how I feel. Brother Leonard, you got anything to chime in on that?
Well, like I said, as far as life out in the universe, I'll always say this: is what we know compared to what we don't know is so small that it's just like the term infinite. What we don't know, or what we know compared to what we don't know, is infinitesimal. It's just that small. So, is there possibility of life out there? Sure. Okay. Have they visited Earth? Possibly. But here's my thing. My whole thing is the timing, okay, of all of this. Why talk about this stuff now? It's like I said, you got all types of wild stuff going on. You got the sister, talking about, the virus, and then all of a sudden they say, okay, she believes in what demon sperm and alien DNA and so then all of a sudden you come out with, oh yeah, we've got evidence of UFOs and all of this. So that's just something else to me that's distracting us from what's actually going on or what we need to be paying attention to, right? Because common sense tells you, all right, even if you don't know or don't see somebody out there, common sense tells you, okay, this is a good possibility, right? Will I ever see anything in my lifetime? Maybe, maybe not, right? But, still, it's a good possibility. But it's the timing of this thing that really got me saying, why would they come out with this right now? So, that's what got me scratching my head about the whole thing. So, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
Go ahead, brother.
the whole alien stuff, man. Look, if they're aliens outside of Earth, it might be. We don't know. Just like how the brother said, it's like just how we ended up on this planet and we living here. It could be a different type of life form living on another planet, and it can be a little bit of different rules where maybe they don't need oxygen. Maybe we do. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't need to drink water. They got a certain different type of liquid that they got to drink. We don't know none of that stuff. So I'm like, all right, look, they might be out there. We don't know. That's just going to be a mystery until it reveals itself. As far as aliens visiting Earth, my thing is like this. It can possibly happen. And it probably did happen. But my thing is if these aliens are visiting Earth, how come they just don't come and reveal, because we're real active on the Earth. So if you look around the Earth, people are always up, people are always active. We got a lot of lights, we got a lot of civilization on the Earth. So how come the aliens always pop up somewhere and then they just leave? They don't never come, like you just don't, aliens just don't end up in the middle of Manhattan and everybody can see them. It just is always some distance stuff, or it just pop into reality and then leave. It's like, well, why would they do that? Like, that's like if I was looking for extra life on a different planet, I just can't see myself seeing a planet lit up with all of these people walking around and all of these lights and stuff, and then I just go into the atmosphere and look and then just haul ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it. That's the only thing I don't get. I'm like, look, maybe it is aliens, maybe it's not. That they be seeing up there. I don't know. But if it is, it's not affecting my life right now. And if it ain't, it ain't affecting my life right now. So I don't really give a damn. Like, yeah, I really don't. But hey, if one day they come out to the point where they reveal themselves, then we can deal with it. Because at the point, it don't matter if it is or not. As long as we don't be able to make contact with them and see what type of technology they got, it don't matter if it's them or not, because we're not even in contact with them like that. So it's like, it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got.
Just so you can stop giving me about the two that you have. Yeah. See, which only adds insult to injury, which means they just give these awards away to anybody.
Anybody else going?
Yep, to chime in what that brother was talking about as far as here's the thing about alien life, all right? And I'm from the perspective of a human being, just put it out there like this, all right? We all sit up with laptops, cell phones, and things like that. If you laid your laptop or your cell phone on the ground and an ant crawled on it, do you think that ant would know what that was, if it was a laptop or a cell phone? So it would. Why? Because that is beyond the ant's comprehension, right? There are things out here that are beyond our comprehension. We consider ourselves pretty smart, pretty intelligent. We are, all right, for our purpose. But there are things that are out here that are far beyond our comprehension. So we could have aliens or different types of things here doing stuff right now, and we would never even know it because it's beyond our comprehension to know. They may not, exist in our spectrum of senses, right? You can't smell them, can't see them,
Okay.
all of that
Take it
kind of
back.
stuff. So, hey, I know I'm getting sci-fi on everybody.
Pizza good.
but yeah, but I mean, so, that's a possibility. But like I said, the question is for me, it's always going to be timing, and then what's the relevance? Like you said, is if, the alien, the race, or, whomever, extraterrestrials reveal themselves to them.
Right back.
But they might have already done it. We just can't see them, so are already doing things. So, but at the end of the day, like I say, how has that affected me and what I'm doing and what I got going on, and trying to do better for my life. So, and then that's where that timing part comes in. So, to me, whenever they come out with like some sort of shocking or unbelievable type stuff, or something that they know is really controversial, watch and see okay, so they want me to focus on this right here. So what are they doing in the background or underneath everything, while I'm looking at this? It's like a magician, it's all sleight of hand, right? It's all about focus on this. While you looking at this, I'm going to be doing this over here. The hands flicking in the eye type stuff. So that's what I got to say about that, brother.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, but I was muted. It's a fact that there's life out there. I don't think we should be waiting on it like we were waiting on Jesus. But I tell Christians and non-believers, go look in your Bible about the demons that came down and got through from heaven. I'm just talking about for the ones who believe the Christian, is in the Bible. It's talking about a will. It's talking about a whole lot of extraterrestrial things that happen in the Bible. And you got people like Phil Valentine, Malachi Z. York, and you got other things, people, different ways, the government, they had this mess for a long time. And I ain't gonna put too much time in that, energy in that. But people can do their own research on that, Like y'all saying that, why now? Why talk about it now? Good question, Anybody got anything to say about that? Closing remarks? Anything else going on? Y'all neck of the woods?
No, not that no.
Okay. Anybody got closing remarks?
All right, so be watching out. There's something that's happening up in Roxborough, North Carolina, about a police shooting that nobody's talking about. Right? So be, and there's a cover-up type of situation going on. I got some people up there that's telling me about that. So like I said, is be watching out for that.
Roxborough, North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, we gotta stay on that P's and Q's, man. Don't be out there if you ain't gonna need to be out there. Drinking and driving, giving them a reason to push racing, giving them any reason to pull you over. So we just gotta be very careful. If you ain't gotta go out there, don't go out there. Stay home. Read a book or something. Find a new hobby. But sometimes you can't, you got to go to the store. And sometimes you're gonna run into a situation. Just be able to try to handle it properly and be wise with it. That's all I can say. All right, anybody got any closing remarks? We'll shut this mess down.
No, that's it, man.
Brother Leonard, anything you got to say? Last remarks?
Yeah, no, that's it, brothers. Like I said, it's a good show, good, interesting conversation. My name is Leonard Walker. I am the president of the Descendants of American Slaves Political Action Committee here out of North Carolina. Anybody want to hit me up? I'm on Facebook. You can look up Leonard Walker. You'll see me. You see my picture up here with the white shirt on. That's how you can find me. Friend me. All right. We got some things going on. And if you want to be a part of it, like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming up. You know, I'm more than glad, all right, more than happy to have people support what I'm doing, all right, or to join, you know, our mission as far as getting things right in this country. So look me up, look up with me, and we can talk. And I'm out.
All right, y'all. This is Neb, Unc, I'm Ray. This is NCRBG Production. Thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. You can find me on Facebook, Neb, Unc, I'm Ray. Y'all be safe out there. Appreciate y'all taking your time to check us out. Y'all be cool. Peace.